I know you, I can feel you with the green of soul. It's more than empty dreams and promises. It's not infecting me no more. When all I say to you is getting gone, you won't be feeling me no more. I know you, I can feel you with the green of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. When all those dreams of all our memories, there's not being alone and one. And thoughts of you just bring me down inside. I sing it with the green of souls. I know you, I can feel you with the green of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. Get your hands up! It's more than empty dreams and promises.
All right. Welcome to the listening room. Please subscribe to the channel. Bell notification, hit the like if you enjoy you guys' content. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining the listening room today, you guys. My name is Eddie Booz. I'm your host. And today I have an amazing singer-songwriter from LA, Mr.
sir.
Tucker Lives. How you doing?
Thanks for having me, bro.
Absolutely. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So I always like to start off my show a little bit like I like to start off my day with a little bit of gratitude. So I always like to start off with something I'm grateful for. And today, I'm grateful for the opportunity to showcase local artists. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have a platform and have a venue to where I can invite great, amazing regional talent and such as yourself, up and comers who are taking a big step and trying to make a big boom and a big name for themselves, and I get to be able to show what these people are capable of, and today that's my gratitude. You know what I mean? I'm so grateful to be able to have you on the show, to have other artists like, such as Phoenix and Klepto K and, Jukebox Heroes that have been on before, and others that are, coming on after you. And today I'm really excited to see to have you show what you can do to everyone out there, because for me particularly, I fell in love with your music the very first time I heard you.
Tight.
I booked a good friend of mine named Koki Vega
Yes, sir.
at a brewery here locally, and
Good
it
man.
was for the nonprofit organization that I run that does music with kids. And he showed up and he had you playing with him, and you were, dude, he had you do the opening set. And it was absolutely incredible.
Thanks, man.
I was just like blown away. And since then, I've been telling everybody about this man. I've been telling everybody, got to check out Tucker Lives, got to check out Tucker Lives, got to check out Tucker Lives. And I'm totally going to continue saying that, guys. So
Amen.
go. So where can everyone find you?
Spotify, Instagram, Tucker Lives. It's all the same name. Tucker
All the
Lives,
same
everything.
name everywhere?
Yeah, everywhere. Same thing.
Cool.
TuckerLive.com.
Awesome, dude.
Amen.
So absolutely. So I'm so grateful to be able to show you to them today. So why don't you give me something and let me know what you're grateful for today, bro?
Another day, man. I think like a lot of us don't realize that like it could be done at any moment, and a big reason for the name Tucker Lives is like, if I were to pass or whatever I say or do today, might live on forever. So I'm grateful for another time to just like live life, and I thank God that I'm here again.
Dude, I love that, bro. That is awesome, dude. That's a great gratitude, you know, and yeah, man. I mean, I think that's one of the things a lot of people take for granted. You know what I mean? Is just being able to take another day for themselves, you know, and take a moment, you know. And everybody's looking to, oh man, I can't wait for tomorrow.
Right.
I can't wait for the next. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, I think. I don't think enough people take time to stop and smell the roses, as they would say, and just enjoy themselves in the moment. You know,
be present.
Yeah, you know. So let me ask you about that. So how best do you find to be active in being present? So because that's sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we get caught up in life. You know, things happen. You know, in our day to day world just kind of sucks us in. So I mean, you know, so how do you find it best to kind of stay present and stay kind of in that kind of vibe? You know,
breathing is one. You know, realizing that you're a living being, that you're here,
Sure.
and very present with the world. You know, I'm not like the most like spiritual. I'm a very spiritual person, but not like trees and stars and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
more of just like, you know, being aware like every day, just always taking time to say like, okay, I'm here right now.
Sure.
And what could I do right now? Because, you know, today might not come or tomorrow might not come, but today's here. You
Right.
know, and I'm pretty sure there's a million people that planned to be alive tomorrow, and it's not. You know, people plan to be here with us and started 2020 with us and not here now. You know, so it's just like we have no control. And I think always like, you know, raising awareness in your head about that, you know, keeps you, you know, alive in the moment and, you know, not making like crazy decisions, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you only got one life. You know, I don't promote that too much, but just like, you know, trying to do the best in what you can in that day. And then hopefully if tomorrow comes, you know, you'll set up that for that.
Right, exactly. And then that just goes back into, you know, that what we're talking about living in the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? About just appreciating and being present and appreciating today and
Yeah.
being grateful for now.
Yeah.
You know what I
no
mean?
doubt, no doubt.
So that's a wonderful thing to be grateful for, man. You know, I always like to say that on this show, and particularly that it's good to be active in your own mental and emotional health.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I find one of the best ways to do that is to actually acknowledge the things you're grateful for. You know, just take some time, be aware of it, write it down, talk about it with other people. Good to see you guys in the chat. You guys, Brandon, Jonathan, Mike, what's going down? Jesse, Ricardo, great to see all of you guys in there today. Jesse, Mar. Yeah. So you got, you know, we're just talking about a little gratitude, you guys. We're just talking about being appreciative and thankful for, you know, what you have in your life. And, you know, at the same time, I would invite you guys to consider this. I invite you guys to consider developing an emotional relationship with the feeling of gratitude for the things you want to happen in your life, and feel as if they've already happened.
Oh, wow.
And imagine that they've already happened. And what I mean by develop that emotional relationship with is when you imagine that you're on that big stage in front of, you know, tens of thousands of people, you know, then you feel that feeling and really get involved with what that feels like. You know what I mean? Like, Brandon in here, a really good friend of mine, we used to do a meditation group every week, and it wasn't necessarily a meditation group as much as it was a manifestation group.
Oh, wow, that's
we
sick.
helped each other manifest each other's desires.
Wow.
So we would come with a specific thing. I want this, this week or whatever, or I would like this, and it was literally everything. Some people would come with world peace, legit. Some people would come with I want a new car. Like, seriously, like, I mean, everybody just had their
thing.
And yeah, I mean, week to week, sometimes it would be material for somebody, sometimes it would be health for somebody else, and it was just a really great experience focusing on the group trying to manifest each other's, desires and things like that, and trying to help each other with our affirmations,
Yeah.
It was super dope, so, but yeah, I invite you guys to be, to get in there and to get in here, you know what I mean? Get in
real,
here,
yeah, definitely.
Don't let your mind, don't let this and this be society's garbage can.
Yeah, no.
Like watch what you mentally and emotionally ingest.
Yeah, my mom always says, like, charity starts at home. You can't help the next if your home is, crumbling down to the ground. So you got to start within here and in here so you could help the next man. It's a good verse. Jesus says, treat your neighbor as yourself. You know what I'm saying? But you got to learn how to treat yourself and love yourself so you can help your neighbor. be all they could be. But yeah, so I definitely encourage that too, man. I think a lot of people need to be more aware that they're here and aware of their consciousness. 'Cause I think
Yes.
you could easily lose it, and you're not, and
So
you're
quick.
breathing. Yeah, you're breathing because your body works, but you're not actually here in the life that you were given.
I think there's another verse that says something along. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but it's something along the lines of "My cup runneth over," meaning you don't pour from an empty cup.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
you got to fill yourself up
Wow.
first before you can pour into someone else's
Man,
cup.
that's right.
You have to come whole and full.
Yeah,
When you come into any kind of relationship or
Yeah.
or any kind of experience.
Definitely.
And I'm not saying you have to, but the best experiences and the most fulfilling ones usually come from the ones you come to the experience or you come to the person as whole in yourself.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And usually in a relationship, it's best when both parties come with their cups full. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I
Definitely.
mean? That way, one's not filling the other up and everything's kind of,
At ease.
Yeah,
Equal.
man. It's just two awesome individuals helping each other be dope and follow their own paths, So, yeah, man, dude, anyway, I have some questions for you, bro.
Sick.
Like, okay, so because I'm a real I'm actually a legit fan of yours. And it's really hard for me to describe your music to people. Like last night, I had a live stream here, and I promoted the show a little bit on the live stream, and I was trying to tell people on YouTube, who what kind of music you played.
Right.
And it was very difficult for me to describe because you have kind of a mixture of genres.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You kind of do your thing. So like, what genre are you? How would you how do you answer that question when somebody says, "What is your music?" What does your music sound like?
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like I hate to be that person. It's like, oh, I don't know. Those people sometimes they kind of like overdo it. The genre question, and sometimes I'll say like, oh, it's like R&B, just so I could like get the question over.
Yeah.
Because it's like, but truthfully inside, it's like there's lots of elements that encourage the music. R&B is definitely one of them. Indie, sort of like kind of underground tones that don't really get popular. I love that sort of sound. I watched this movie though called "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Great film.
How good is that film, right?
Right.
And I remember when I like watched it on accident when I was a kid, and it was on VCR, and I was like, oh, I was bored. I was like, let's put this one in. Right. And a lot of you don't even know how to do it anymore. But like, it just like I watched it, and I remember George Clooney saying "Constant Sorrows" or something.
Man of Constant Sorrow.
And I remember just being like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like I just remember loving that song.
Right.
I had no like connection to the scene.
You know
or
what? I think Tucker is a bluegrass fan.
I love that stuff. I couldn't
Do you
name
really?
one artist, but like just that sound.
Oh, bro, we gotta play some stuff.
Man,
I'm a huge bluegrass fan. I play a lot of it. We gotta get together, dude. We gotta do
I'm
this.
a big fan of that barn kind of slapping music,
yeah,
that church
dude.
music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it's just like you really don't have a keyboard. You know what I'm saying? You got like,
usually it's string instruments. It's real organic, but
I
yeah,
love
it's
that
all
type
good.
of stuff, and
Oh,
I think
yeah,
that comes
that's cool.
from just like maybe some sort of root in me. But no, I love that type of music. That inspires it a lot. There's a lot of songs you'll hear that kind of have that tone to it.
Interesting.
And then
really interesting, actually. I would never have expected you to say that.
yeah, well, I try to flip it and make it my own thing.
You
just
do.
yeah,
You totally
yeah,
do.
right.
Like I cannot pigeonhole you into any specific genre. I couldn't be like I could say that there's elements of like a soul.
Yeah.
There's elements of R&B, and there's elements of like a modern type thing, like pop type of a feel.
Right.
But it's like okay, your music is to pop as like slower jazz is to like modern jazz, or as like classical jazz as the modern jazz.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like you bring this, like you almost bring like an element of like a dated feel when you take it back to like almost, dude, I'm telling you, it feels vintage. It feels vintage as hell, but it also feels modern, dude. It's like I said, it's so hard to describe, and that's why I was like, I mean, that's one of the main questions I ask you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
a lot, and really, the band, Josh, Mike, and Alex, and Adam, like they all got their own styles, and it kind of not kind of, but it really like takes shape into when we arrange these songs.
Sure.
Because I'll write them and I'll have these ideas, and then I'll bring them to the table, and
Yes.
those are the guys
Yes.
who make it alive.
Sure,
and like,
absolutely.
the two brothers, like they play real funky type of music, like so. Then then Alex has Alex, and
Oh,
he's,
yeah.
like, the lead guitar player, and he has like an alternative sort of thing going on,
Okay.
and like so it all blends, and I kind of always take a step back and just go, whatever happens, happens.
Okay.
That's your line. That's your line.
Right.
Yeah, that's your line. That's your line. And it makes it. I think that might make it more original.
You allow it
Yeah.
to be organic
Right.
and to really work
Right.
itself out
Yeah.
in the eyes
I
of,
try not to
of
take
all
too
the
much
musicians.
control of it,
Good,
you know what I'm
good.
saying?
That's
'Cause-
good. Dude, I'll be honest with you. That's when the best. Those are when the best things, when the magic happens, is when somebody can go like, let me try this here, and everyone's open to the idea, like, hey, let's try that. You know what I mean? And you just start working it
Yeah,
out and working it out,
definitely.
and dude,
Yeah.
okay,
It makes us more excited to play them too.
dude, I bet you.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a simple fact of that, like ownership. Like you have a simple level of ownership when it comes to allowing other people in your band to have a say, to say, hey, I would like to throw this in there. I feel like this is good. This is, a dope little guitar lead. Let me throw this little bass line in here, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just sticking to, the 1, 4, 5,
definitely.
structure,
Definitely.
somebody can go, I'm really feeling this. Let me try this right here. And everybody goes, dude, that's dope.
Right.
Like, keep that.
Yeah.
And then that person feels like a lot more, instead of just feeling like, oh, I'm playing the song or I'm playing in the benefit of the song, they feel like I really actually helped construct in the benefit of this song, and they have a feeling of like, hey, wow, like this is mine, I own this, and
No, 1,000%. And
Yeah.
it's so much better. Like, music is so beautiful. You're not bigger than it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
Right.
you gotta let it do its thing.
Exactly.
'Cause if you try to control something like that,
It's you
have
yes,
issues.
dude. Right, yeah. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's just like these things that happen, these moments that happen when you're in practice, and you're like, there's so many times where we just like after we're like, yo, what happened?
Right?
Like,
Dude,
oh my
and
God,
magic just happened, and you're just like, dude, that was incredible.
And that's because we just
I was thinking that today. You know what's funny is that I was watching you guys set up, and you guys were doing you guys were kind of getting ready. We had already set up, and you guys were doing kind of your thing. And I was listening to one of your tunes, and it started with this guitar line that Alex does, and then you told the bass like, we're gonna come in together, just kind of watch me, and then this guitar line just kind of kept popping, and I was like, dude, and instantly in my head, what happened was, you know how your brain works in pictures, so it works so fast.
Yeah, most
Like what happened is I remembered times in my life, because I've been solo artist for such a long time. I play with other musicians in bands as well, but I haven't really been doing songwriting like this, I haven't been doing it in this type of setting so much, and what went through my head is that I miss this.
Yeah.
I miss this vibe of where you can sit down with 2 or 3 guys and bring us like a basic song to the table, like some chords and some great melody and some lyrics, and somebody goes, check this out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
I was just listening to you guys jam that, and I was like, dog, like, I just missed that vibe, dude.
Oh
like,
man, you can get it back. Come
bro,
down with us
dude,
anytime, dude.
I'd love to come jam
Yeah,
anytime,
man.
bro, for
Oh,
sure,
there goes
dude.
Miguel right there. He's part of our band. We're talking.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a big part too.
Tucker
He
lives
comes
going
out-
platinum. Miguel, bro, hey, check this out. Is he drums?
Guitar.
Guitar.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
hey, next time I have Tucker lives on, we're gonna have the capabilities to do full band with drums. This show's brand new, you guys, so I just set this up recently. So you guys know how this show started. I really just started it to showcase my own music. It was literally a 5 to 10 minute show Monday through Friday, and I got on every day. I just started talking to the people in the comment section, and I just started showcasing my music. There's one song a day. I have hundreds of songs that I've written for film and television, for myself, for other bands, for all kinds of stuff. So I just started showcasing my own music, and then I think like the second week I had a musical guest. I had another guy on, and I showcased his music, and I was like, this is really fun. Like, I enjoy doing this, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, like that's how this turned into to what it is.
That's sick.
You know what I mean? So that's anyway,
That setup is dope.
dude, I appreciate that, man.
Just like
But you know what I
the
mean.
whole
But now we have the capability to to do a little bit more, and we're growing. And real soon, I think within the next, probably by next week or the week after, I'll have the full I'll have the capability to do full drums, full kit. So when you guys want to do a full band, we'll have you back. I already told Tucker I want you guys here for the season finale as well. So I'll let you guys know when that is. That's 8 weeks from or 7 weeks from today, actually.
it.
So just mark it in your calendars. You guys come on back for the season finale. Again, this show's every Monday through Friday, you guys, at 6:30 right here on youtube.com/EddieBooz. And I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Jonathan says right here, it's funny, I was reading this earlier. He says, when I asked you what type of music it is, Jonathan says, that's right. I just end up saying, just listen to it.
That's good.
It's
That's
chill.
good.
Yeah, that's. I think that's what I said to everyone last night too. I think I said it's chill. I think I said just listen, it's chill. But Brandon also says up here. He says meditation works, peace in our city, our state, and for all countries in the world. I love you, Brandon. You're such a
Positive.
a positive dude. Yeah. If you don't know bro, you're gonna meet Brandon soon. We gotta hook you up. Dude, you need to be here jamming with this dude, bro. So if you're actually close by and you can get here in 15, 20, I'm just kidding, dude. Now these guys got a good setup for their thing, but next time we're gonna get you on this thing, dude. But yeah, man. So look, you do have a super unique sound though. So
Appreciate it.
what are some of your influences? And then too, at the same time, like for me, I have specifically I love all types of music, and I have specific influences from specific genres.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my like I was telling you earlier, like some of my like soul and R&B influences are like maybe like Otis Redding and Ray Charles, whereas some of my classic rock influences are more on the southern rock side of like, I mean, I know Creedence wasn't southern rock, but they had that feel, they had that vibe. Creedence, Joe Cocker, Bob Seger, Tom Petty, that type of vibe for classic rock, and so on and so forth. Do you have that same type of thing where you're genre specific to your influences, or you just have a couple, like 2 or 3 that are just like, these are my guys, like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I think anything good inspires you.
Yeah,
like, you know,
for
if
sure.
something's good, it'll just make you could watch a good movie.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know, and if you're passionate about something, it'll make you go back and do it. But some of my influences are not really like hurting my music yet, but I really love Frank Ocean, obviously.
Okay, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I now have yet to write a song like him, you know what I'm saying? Like that's that's kind of like I try it, and every now and then we'll go and we'll try to do it, but a lot of times when you try for those things, it doesn't work. You just like, but no, Bob Marley, Frank Ocean, like those people are yet to show up in the music yet.
Sure.
But you know, but just definitely those people inspire me so much to be all I could, you know.
Awesome.
And I don't know,
not just in your music, but also in general in life. Okay,
yeah,
nice,
you know,
very cool, dude.
I think like a big reason why I am who I am.
I like that.
Not even because of music was not like in music, but my mom gave me this story that she was 18 and then PBS did like a marathon of Bob Marley in the 80s.
Yeah.
And she watched it, and then she said like his music gave her like, kind of woke her up, like gave her this consciousness, like, whoa, the world isn't just, you know, what they tell me it is. It's so many other different things and things we need to fix, and you know, and just like because of that, really interesting. Of that, it really led her into a lot of the teachings that she gave me today.
Very
so
cool.
A lot of the times music doesn't just, you know, inspire music. It can inspire life. It can inspire different things, which you know that. But just like
I think we need to get together and jam and chill a little bit more. You're like, I haven't hung out with you enough. I don't think. You seem like you have an extremely good head on your shoulders, dude. And I would love to kind of sit down and pick your brain and just talk, you know, in general, just about life and about just some things, you know.
Definitely.
Absolutely, man. You know, it's funny. PBS actually gave me a really weird experience one time too. Actually, a really amazing experience. Actually, a life-changing experience. You could say. I was probably about 16 or so, and I was just at the beginning. I had just discovered smoking weed, and I got stoned, and I remember flipping through, and I had my headphones on, and I was listening to Evil Empire from Rage Against the Machine, and I was flipping through the channels, and I flipped on PBS and it just so happened that the Michael Flatley special, the Lord of the Dance, that like have you seen that? That like
sounds awesome. Lord of the Dance.
Michael Flatley, Lord of the Dance. It's like these fast Irish like dancers, and I was listening to Evil Empire from Rage Against the Machine. Bro, you guys think Dark Side of the Moon and Wizard of Oz is crazy? listen to Evil Empire and watch Lord of the Dance, Michael Flatley. But anyway,
Boom.
it'll blow your mind.
That should have been the trailer for that movie, right?
Right. It was like a dance thing. It was like a dance performance special. It was hilarious, dude. I was watching it. I was stoned at 16 years old and watching this thing, going like, this is blowing my mind. I was like, was this meant to be this way? Like, you know. But so I asked you before this, like right before this started, if you were from Long Beach.
Right.
Are you? So you're from LA originally, like born and raised?
Yeah, no. You know what's so funny is that I am born and raised in LA. I'm an LA guy, but
Get on the mic a little bit more.
Oh, sorry. I'm an LA guy through and through, but I didn't come into my own as a musician until I moved to Long Beach.
Sure.
Like I had to get away.
Oh, so you moved here. So
Yeah.
you are from Long Beach. I mean, like currently,
Like I
just
moved,
by way of
like,
LA.
2 years ago.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
So,
how recent it was.
If you were a boxer, they'd be like, now introducing from Long Beach, California, by way of Los Angeles, California.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Tucker lives.
Yeah, no, and but without Long Beach, the atmosphere and the people, like Koki Vega, big deal in my music journey. Alex.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, he like took me in and just like he showed me everything he could.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
that's cool.
and still does. You know, to this day.
Interesting.
Yeah, and shout out to him. He just like he really like gave me so much game, and we don't do a similar style of music, but he was always on me about like sticking to what I believed was good, and you know he gave me my first shows and you know
Really?
like, brought me on. Yeah, I hope
That's
I can do that
cool.
for somebody one day too. Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
dude, for
yeah,
sure.
definitely.
I'm sure that's not far out.
Yeah,
you know that's
definitely.
coming.
Yeah, I would love
You know
to
what's
do that.
funny too? We're talking about influences, and you started to mention the people who have helped you out here. Like it's not uncommon for people that I know to have influenced me
Yeah.
closely. I was that's a good point that you were making, how these people have been so instrumental in your musical career when you moved to Long Beach, you know what I mean, like where they can also be so influential,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, to an extent,
Definitely.
So-
I had to leave LA and then come to Long Beach and like get away from all the LA stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's so crazy because then now I go back to LA with with the vibe
Right.
of Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, with that Long Beach strength,
Yeah,
you know?
with the artists.
Right.
And I take them over there and we're doing what we can. I was gonna say something else, but like but just like But yeah, no. So it's great. It's great. It's just I love Long Beach. I'm forever like gonna always praise this place because if it wasn't for this place, I'd be trying to play the game, the other way.
Yeah, man, I feel you, dude. And I feel you. It's good to be on the positive path.
Yeah.
It's good to be on the positive path. Check it out, dude. Like, okay, so for me, House of Blues.
Okay.
Best sounding venue ever. Best on stage sound, as opposed to in the crowd sound.
Yes.
And in the crowd sound is incredible too. I think House of Blues just kind of does that really well. I think they just have a knack. I think they pride themselves on having some of the best on stage sound because
Yeah.
every time I've played there, it's been nothing less than pretty much perfect.
Yeah.
For you, like I know you've been kind of blowing up lately over the last year or two. Like what has been since I saw you, which was last September?
A minute ago. Yeah.
Dog,
Probably,
like,
yeah.
and you,
Yes,
like, dude,
actually.
you've been hitting like I've been seeing you doing some dope shows at really amazing venues. What are some of your best venues, dude? What are some of the best venues in LA and Long Beach that you played that
Yeah.
I need to be calling and saying, hey, let me get a show?
Let me get a show. I
Yeah.
would say it started at Harvard and Stone.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
that's
never
what,
heard of this
like-
place. Is this Long Beach?
No, it's in LA.
Okay,
And
LA.
It's a pretty dope venue. Beautiful in there, man.
Okay, sound like the sound for the artist good.
Yeah, I would say.
Okay, cool.
I thought I could hear everything. I can hear myself.
Mix
very
was
good.
dope.
Yeah, definitely. And then I did Hotel Cafe, which is the one I'm probably like really happy about. 'Cause
Okay.
I went there a lot before, just looking at artists. What I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just watching them, and then always thinking to myself like, I wonder if I'll ever be able to play here. So when I did that, I felt very good, and obviously the sound's there, because there's
Yes.
so many good artists coming in there. And then the Mint, I think, was our favorite show. I don't want to speak
Nice.
for everybody, but I think it was our favorite one because it was just like, and all of these, we had really good turnouts.
Sure.
Which was obviously makes it so much more electric, like when you're performing. So like when we did the Mint though, that was like we were more developed as a band. We played more, and we had like not only did we know the songs, but like we had that.
You were like you had a rhythm.
Oh yeah.
You guys were locked in.
Oh yeah, we were locked in.
Yes,
and we had
dude.
the
And that
attitude.
vibe
Yeah,
was
definitely.
probably popping.
Oh
dude.
man, it was so fun, man. It was so fun to do that one, and then we had some. We were supposed to do adults only, and then the COVID-19 thing happened, and a lot of shows got either postponed or
Right.
like canceled or
Right,
whatever.
I had a lot of shows that were postponed, and to
Yeah.
be honest with you, I'm getting them back. All of
that's
the all
cool.
the venues that pretty much had me off for a while. They're coming back. I've been playing last couple of weeks now, so and we were talking about that a little bit
Man,
before. I
that's
think it's
good.
time for you to start hitting up some venues,
Yes,
start
sir.
throwing it out there.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
because when you do it now, as they start opening up, you're gonna be the first one on their minds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Most
Do it
def.
now. I did it 2 days ago.
Most
I hit
def.
up every venue. I was about to text every single venue owner. You all know if you were out, if Nadine, if you're out there watching, or anyone out there watching, Aaron, all you guys know I texted you guys this week.
Get 'em back.
Yeah. Oh, they already did. Most of them.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. So
no, I
it's
got
all
it
it's looking
started.
good, bro.
This right here is gonna be like our first time back since March or something like that, so we're just giddy to
Dude,
play,
hell yes, dude. I'm stoked to have you, man. So okay, so when I was young and I started writing music, I was in this age and era where I was influenced heavily by like Nirvana and Soundgarden and things like that along those lines. And and when I started writing music, my lyrics weren't necessarily super positive. I remember my dad told me one day, he was like, yeah, why don't you like write some like uplifting, and like positive, like lyrics about love, like you have an opportunity here to like spread a message, when you're playing, music for people. And I heard that message and I got it very well actually. But the thing is that it didn't dawn on me right away. So when I started to focus on it, I started to really take in the message. I started writing music along the lines of, if you listen to my last couple albums, they're all about love. The last 3 albums I wrote were literally about love, finding love, cultivating love, maintaining love, doing what you can to, to keep love. Also, loving yourself. Loving your family. I literally wrote an entire album about family. That's like themed about family. Like I wrote like songs about my father on there. Like there's 2 songs about my father. There's multiple songs about my trips to see my family and things like that. Like so, all my songs are very like most of my songs are very message oriented, and they're very they're very uplifting and things like that, or they're very love oriented or things like along those lines. Like what's your content? Where does your art come from? You know what I mean? Like I can tell you mine were heavily influenced by my dad's message when I was about 16 years old. Like where does your art come from, man? What are you feeling? What's going?
I think for me, from the start of it, the content was girl based. Okay.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah. So like, when I started writing music, I was going through a heartbreaking situation. So like a lot of that stuff was coming out at the time, and then Adele popped off. And I just could not stop writing songs like that sounded like Turning Tables and Rumor Has and all these sort of songs. But after I stopped like letting that influence me so much, I think now to skip forward, like now a lot of the content will be conscious based. I feel like I owe it to the world because that's how I am who I am, because of, like I told you, my mother's story.
Sure.
So like, and a lot of my favorite songs. I mean, Redemption Song is my favorite song, by Bob Marley.
Okay.
And if you could play that song today, and you could play that song in 1,000 years, and it will always reign true. He's not just saying these like random things of what he thinks.
It's a message.
Yeah, it's like a message.
It's a legit. He's saying he has something to say.
Yeah, it's something to say.
Right.
And I just like
It's not just random lyrics and random poetry. This guy had something to say.
And I think there's a space for everybody. Definitely there's a space for feel good music, and I got some. And there's a space for conscious music. There's a space for everything. But right now, what's popular isn't conscious music. And I wouldn't feel right and in good conscience like always putting out songs that are about girls. I love girls, but at the end of the day, do we all need another one? You know what I'm saying? Like, do we need another one? Do we need another this and that? So it's just like, for me, I want to write songs that maybe can make you think about something. Maybe
Sure.
not change your life, but or like Tupac said, spark the thought.
Right.
So I think that's a lot of my content is just kind of spark the thought content, and then there's girl songs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I dig it.
But
dude.
a lot of these songs, like Over Me and Start the Fire, these songs are, you might not hear it because we're jamming. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not. It's not. We're the band. We all love our instruments. So sometimes the music goes over the message, but there's always a message in there, and there will always be a message in there.
Absolutely.
As long as I'm here. You know,
I love that.
As long as I'm here. Yeah, definitely.
Good man. Good man. All right, you guys. So why don't you guys stick around for a amazing live musical performance from Tucker Lives. But first, Bucket Man.
Yeah, Bucket.
She's in the water, she said how it gets so deep. Bathed in my progress, but her ocean got me weak. I say, oh darling, won't you float to me now? Because we're sinking, but I hold you on the way down. On the way down, hold you on the way down. On the way down, hold you on the way down. On the way down, hold you on the way down. On the way down. It ain't polite to stare, but I'm a heathen and traded all my good for freedom. But now I'm seeing clear, I retreated from my evil ways, I leave them. I know you think the change is uneven, yeah, but if you would stay, I'd breathe slow. Breathe slow. She's in the water, she said how we get so deep. Bathed in my progress, but her ocean got me weak. I say, oh darling, won't you float to me now? Because we're sinking, but I hold you on the way down. On the way down, hold you on the way down. On the way down, hold you on the way down. On the way down, hold you on the way down. On the way down. So coming like the rain, let the stream flow and rinse out all my pain. Let me know. I heard the spirit dwells in his people, yeah. So if you're one of them, then keep close. Cause I still have some ways that I lead though, yeah. But if you would stay, I'd I'd breathe so. Breathe so. She's in the water, she said how it gets so deep. Bathed in my progress, but her ocean got me weak. I say, oh darling, won't you float to me now? Because we're sinking, but I hold you on the way down. On the way down, hold you on the way down. On the way down, hold you on the way down. On the way down, hold you on the way down. On the way down. Her ocean is so deep. At least you're next to me. Her ocean is so deep, yeah. At least you're next to me. On the way down, hold you on the way down. On the way down, hold you on the way down. On the way down, hold you on the way down. On the way down.
Right.
I'm but a boy in these halls, waiting for you to say my name. And I know you've been one-track minded, and I know you're good for your shame. And I could wait all night. Yes, I could wait, and I could wait all night. Yes, I could wait, waiting on you, waiting on you. I'm but a fly on these walls, waiting for you to say my name. And I listen close to these talks. Oh, I listen close to what you say. Yeah, and I could wait all night. Yes, and I could wait all night. Yes, waiting on you, waiting on you.
This next song is called Tremble. It'll be out on the new EP coming out real soon.
never good enough for you. And you say you're fine, but you know it ain't the truth. Might as well be in another place. Yeah. 'Cause you're not here now. You're a million miles away. Ain't no sense in wasting time. 'Cause Lord knows I fall harder as the clock goes by and the ground's looking more vivid. Oh, and it's frightening, though priceless, and I won't forget it. No, I won't forget it. And I cover my face, and I tremble in my shoes, and I cover my face, yeah, and I tremble in my shoes. Figure out what you need. Don't be hard, 'cause I break easy. Yeah, say it slow, baby, so I might believe you. Oh yeah, arrest my attention, steady your heart. Smoking mirrors in my view. Please make clear of the dark. And you know where I've been, deep in the valley, and the pace that we're going ain't no stopping us sadly, yeah. Cover my face, and I tremble in my shoes, and I cover my face, yeah, and I tremble in my shoes, yeah.
There we go, fellas. Y'all look. It's them. It's really them. Just standing in.
Thank you, sir. I'm revving up, but what a moment. My grip is tight, I'm on the move, like a motor, headed to that haunted land. But no one goes there, I'm following the son of man. I'm like a soldier, I can see him shaking hands, they're in agreement. But I'm about to take him out, easy peasy. Come on, check the body count. I'm undefeated, but I can't take the credit for it, 'cause that'd be stealing. So start the fire, baby, baby, yeah. Start the fire, baby, baby, yeah. Start the fire, baby, baby, yeah. Start the fire, baby, baby. Yeah. and I heard they tryna seek me out to claim my falling. I ain't got the time for noise, got too much poise. I ain't running from no man, but that's my choice. Now I can see you with the preachers in the heathens. I can see you with them demons in the evening, trying to see how hard I roll down the coast. They wanna know if I'm alone, but that's a no. So start the fire, baby, yeah, baby, yeah. 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 Start the fire, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. Get seated, darling. Front row, please, yeah. When they see my God, then they know it's me. So start the fire, baby, yeah, baby, yeah. 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 Start the fire, baby, yeah. I'm on the move. Yes, sir. If y'all ever get to come to a show, my God, help us all. Because we play that song, for some reason it goes up, man. It goes up. All right. Next song's called Over Me. All right. And this one is influenced by the old brother, the old brother Where Art Thou reference I was telling Eddie about. I pulled straight from this, so here it is. All right. Eyes wide, they seek to devour me in cold-blooded venom, binding my ears so I could have easily been broken. Don't punish me for nothing that I've done if you got no reasons. 'Cause I was in love with you and your dreams, but your nightmares still keep us over me. I heard what they're speaking over me, yeah. I heard what they're speaking over me, yeah. Watching my ego, humbling myself so I could be free. Shaking my head still wondering how hard it's to me, yeah. Provoke the monster that I let die, but your word just gave it life, yeah. Bygones be bygones, but you done beat down and stepped over me. I heard what they speaking over me, yeah. And God bless the heads of my enemies, 'cause I heard what they speaking over me, yeah. Yes, Lord. Swing low, chariot. Come on. This one's called Save the Night. Go check it out on Spotify. Jam out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Came on the low. Come follow me. I like it close. Harder to find and harder to steal what's in my eye. Come on. No need to whine. No need to fear what's in the line. Gonna let me loose, 'cause I got a thing for saving you. Hey. And she said, I hope you could save the night. Yeah. I hope you could save the night, yeah. And I hope you could save the night, yeah. I hope you could save the night, yeah. And I heard the shouts, I heard the boom, I heard it loud. And I get us out. Don't worry, baby, I knock 'em down. Soaked in the wines, stooped in the lows, let's take 'em high. Whoa. So gonna let me loose, 'cause I got a thing for saving you. Hey. Save the night, yeah. And she said, I hope you could save the night, yeah. I hope you could save the night, yeah. Take it away, Alex. Yes, Lord. Come on, Jesus. Come in this place, God. You're invited here. All right. This next song is called Susie. I don't know it's Susie, but that's how it happens. That's how it happens. Break us off, Alex. I paid for your soul. That sounds like you died. They describe your ear like fresh morning. The fresh morning I watched the room float when you walked and see my feet go. Yeah. Only God knows the things I say to him in these moments. What they're saying, it was a tall blade that you drove into my back, baby. My back, baby. He called you by name. He even knows the street where you stay. Yeah. Oh, am I crazy? I seen that look, but boy, that ain't you. Whoa, could it be my Susie? Could it be my Susie? Could it be my Susie? Yeah, yeah. Could it be my Susie? You don't gotta lie. You don't gotta lie. You don't gotta lie to me, baby. Could it be my Susie? This will be our last song. This will be our last song for the night. Thank you so much, Eddie Booz, for having us. This was fun, and the whole COVID thing 19, new name was up. COVID-19 thing, we haven't been able to perform or nothing like that. So this is great. It feels great. You know, like as a rainer, we're kind of like, ooh, getting back all the jitters. So everybody stay positive. If you're protesting, be careful. If you're not, watch your back. Nah, I'll play it. You're right. You're right. Right. All right. This one's called Many Waters. I know you think what these things can bring, the deep belief in your eyes, and you close them tight and you focus your mind. Have no fear for my words in the breeze, cause I know some foes that think everyone's close. They shoot lasers and laugh at our lives. And I know some dames, I'm not calling out names, but they're casting the beauty this swine. Oh, hair like wool, flaming his eye, hair was white, and his speech like many waters. I see hair like wool, flaming his eye, hair was white, and his speech like many waters. Oh, speech like many waters. Yeah. I say my oohs and my ahs up with you, but these stories, they gotta stay mine. Cause wrongfully so, I know tales that been told, but been watched and recycled alike. And I know you're scared cause you might disappear if I drag all your shit to the light. So look at the dream, there's some marvelous things until nightmares turned into fire. Oh, hair like wool, flaming his eye, hair was white, and his speech like many waters. And I see hair like wool, flaming his eye, hair was white, and his speech like many waters. Oh, speech like many waters, and his speech like many waters. Oh. Swing low if you gotta go. Yeah. Speech like a, speech like a. Yeah. This is Tucker Lives, reporting live. Thank you so much for sticking around. God bless each and every one of you. Thanks for these guys, man. These are the real MVPs. The real MVPs.
You guys are awesome.
Building.
Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight on the listening room. Thank you so much to Tucker Lives. Thank you guys so much, Alex, Josh, Tucker. You guys were incredible tonight. Thank you guys. I'm your host. My name is Eddie Booze. We'll see you guys next week on the listening room all week. See you guys next week. Thank you all. Love you all. Thanks for being a part of the listening room tonight. My name is Eddie Booze. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, and give the video a like. We'll see you guys every Monday through Friday right here at 6:30. Take care.